Hi Flosstube, I hope everybody's okay. Today is Sunday the 3rd of February 2019 and this is my January update. The last time I uploaded a video was the 27th of December I think. So Happy New Year to everyone. I know that's a little bit late now, but still it's the start of a new year, and I know people in 2018 had a bad year, so I hope this one is better for them. I'm going to start off with the things I've worked on. I'm sure everybody's heard about Stitch 9, the Stitch 9 challenge from Michelle Farm Girl, and I've signed up for that, and but I'll talk about that after I've shown you everything I've worked on in January. So instead of starting something new on the 1st of January, I decided to pick up one of my least favourite whips. So this is Winter Tammy by Brooks Books, and I got quite a lot done in a day. So all that I'd had done before was the bag, the glass and part of the present. So I finished off the present, added the glove and did a lot of this part of the dress. So all that needs to be done now is the actual, this part of the dress and the champagne bottle. But I was actually going to bin this off, but I've decided to finish it, and I'm going to give it to my friend as her part of her Christmas present this year. Yeah. And something else, that this is my oldest whip, and it was just out and I kept looking at it. This is Mermaid of the Pearls by Mermaid, and this is what I'd done. So this is done on 14 count Ada in the called for colour. I can't remember. I mean, this was about between 2002 I think. Yeah, between 2002 and 2003, but I can't remember when. I bought it from a show at the NEC. It was all kitted up. Yeah, and I've just fallen out of love with her, and my taste I feel has changed. But I've got some fabric in my stash that I just thought, oh, she might look nice on that, because this is fairly stained, the fabric, and there's another mark further down on the fabric. Not that my tastes have changed, but I just didn't want to do her over the last 18 months, but now I just feel that I do want to actually complete her. But I've started again on a new piece of fabric, and rather than doing her face again, I'm starting with her tail. So this is this part. Yeah, I've starting on the bottom. The fabric is 32 count Murano, and it's dyed by Sparklies, and it's fly dust. But yeah, there's a lot of blended threads in this one, and I forgot how much Mirabilia do that. I don't mind, it doesn't really bother me, but it slows you down a little bit. But at least I've started. I am pleased with how she looks. Then I've worked a teeny weeny bit on Glitter Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. I showed this last time, but all I've started to do is fill in the house now, and this is done on the 32 count what do you call it, like the glittery, oh, I can't remember what they call it, but anyway, yeah, that's where I am. It's quite hard to work on this fabric, it does funny tricks with my eyes, but I'm not pressuring myself to get one done a month, but I'm just picking this up as and when I feel like it. Then I've also been messing around with fabric for Witch's Hollow by the Primitive Needle. This is on loan to me from the lady who also loaned me Black Sky, and I'd just done this picture before so you could see a better picture of it. So I'd ordered this. I'd seen that somebody had done this on Haunted by Picture This Plus, and I really liked it, and then I thought this one might work. This is, what is this? This is by Sparklers. It's 36 count. I'm doing 1/1, and that's where I am. I've only made a tiny start. I just wanted to see what the colours would look like on this fabric, and I do, because I would have liked to have done it on murky, but not a New Year's resolution, but more of a promise to myself that use what I have, and this was in my stash as part of my monthly fabric that I have from Sparklers. I can't remember the name of it. It's not Maelstrom. No, I can't remember. But yeah, I do quite like the way this looks. I'm going with 1/2. I normally do 2/2, but things were starting to annoy me with while stitching in hand and looking a bit bulky. That's why I fell out of love a little bit with Black Sky, because it was just a bit too bulky. So I've decided to restart that one as well, but not yet. So I'm going with 1/2, and I don't mind how it looks. So yeah, I'm not again, I've not really got a plan to get this finished. This is not part of my Stitch 9. I've also been working on a secret stitch. This is for me and my friend Christina, whilst Iris Nuts on Instagram, have decided to do a Christmas exchange for our birthdays, and I've been working on that. I won't show you that because I don't trust her enough not to close your eyes during that part of the video, but anyway, but said with affection, Christina. I've also signed up for 3 other exchanges. There's one for the cross stitch retreats that I'm going to next weekend. There's a stocking exchange on a Blackbird fans Facebook group, and then there's also the Dixie sampler exchange, and that's for spring. And I'm quite looking forward to doing all of these, and I would like to not leave them to the last minute. I have for one, definitely, well, for 2 I suppose. But anyway, this is one that I'm working on, and this is Beehive Violets by Just Nan. I bought this pattern ages ago on eBay. It didn't come with a front cover, so I can't show you that, and I couldn't find one online really for me to be able to insert a picture of it very clearly, but it's only tiny. It didn't come with any beads or anything, so I bought some bee charms myself, and yeah, I think it's quite sweet. I've got it the wrong way up. Should be that way, that's it. Yeah, this is on 28 count fabric that my lovely friend Christina gave me. I'm not sure what it is, but it does the job lovely. Okay, so that's that. Now the Stitch 9 challenge. So I was trying to plan. I didn't really want to plan too much for the year, but I was trying to plan on what sort of things I was going to work towards throughout the year, and I really want to get down some of my WIPs, especially the ones that I don't necessarily enjoy. And you know, I have got rid of a few, but there's still quite a lot, and I was struggling with what to do or what to choose, or should I work on everything, and just going around my head. Anyway, it was not long before Michelle Rudy had put her post up on Instagram about the Stitch 9 challenge, and as soon as I read it, I think I was like the 20th person or 22nd person to comment saying absolutely, it just it was like someone was making the decision for me, and all I had to do was decide which ones to stitch on. And it was just, it was easy, it was simple, not too many rules, and that's what really appealed to me. And I just had to pick 9, and even though the closing date wasn't until I think the 1st of, or the 31st of January or 1st of Feb, whatever, I chose my 9, and I've actually stuck with those 9, which I'm really pleased about, because normally I'm a bit of a faffer and I'm like, but anyway, I've stuck with my 9, and I've had this basket for a few months now, and I've just put all of my stitch 9 in there, albeit there's only 8, because I'll show you. I'll run through all of these. I haven't taken them out of the project bag. I would love to be able to get this video done in one go. I doubt it very much, but I would absolutely love it. But anyway, these are what I have chosen, and this is Patriotic Poppies by With Thy Needle and Thread, and this is the one where I am actually changing it to be more British, and I stopped because I wasn't sure if I'd have enough room, but I took it into work the other day because I thought I needed to order some more threads, but I didn't. And then me and my friend measured out actually how far this would come down, you know, like, and it will end about here. And then my plan is to, again, I'm not very good at this, my plan is to get some fabric. It'll come down to about here, and then my plan is to get some fabric. This is a bit too bright, and then I'm going to sew that onto the bottom of there, almost with like a blanket stitch. I wonder if I can, excuse me. So like, this is my pin cushion that Christina made me for my birthday. So like the way this is stitched on to the fabric, I love how that looks. So I think that's the sort of thing I'd like to do there. And then I've got my pins, and then I've also got one of my granddad's medals that I like to stick on. I've also bought a frame. It's almost like one of those, I can't remember what they're called, where there's quite a big gap so you can display things, three-dimensional things. So in my head, you know, it's all there. I need some fabric. I was sending Christina pictures, and she said, oh yeah, that would look good. So I'm feeling quite confident about that one now, and it's on 40 count doubloon, so that's a bit it's a bit difficult on my eyes, but you know, a little bit every day, or you know, work on it for a good solid week. 'Cause normally I'm a bit of a one a day, I'll get bored or my mind starts thinking about something else, but I'm just trying to concentrate, you know, to get things done. Then another one, this is number 2, this is a full heart by the Shepherd's Bush, and this is where I am. That's upside down. This is where I am. Sorry that none of these are ironed. So I just need to complete the sheep, fill in the grass, and then there's some speciality stitches to go over the top as well, and then that is done. And I've also bought, I think I showed it in my last video, I've got a paper mache box that I'm going to cover, and I've seen a picture online of how somebody did it, and it looks fab. She's actually covered it with material. I was going to do some paper, but she's done it with some fabric, and it looks amazing. I have bought another box just in case my first attempt goes wrong. I feel like I'm talking really fast. I probably am. Then another one is Pomegranate Centre by Plum Street Samplers, and this is where I am. So this is on 32 count permy linen that I just dyed myself, or with Rick dye. I loved how this turned out. So that's that. I feel like I've chosen a good mix of things. Yeah, and this is Babushka's Bees by Plum Street Sampler. I love this. And this is where I am. And this is done on Picture This Plus. I think it's Legacy, I can't remember, but it's, if I remember, I don't seem to be very good at remembering to put things on the screen, but if I do, I'll put it on the screen what the fabric is. And I am doing this in my own conversion of I'll just look at the picture and just pick a colour. These are all Victorian Motto sampler threads, except for this one, which is a needle Threadworks. Yeah, so I just wanted to use up my Victorian Motto sampler threads. So I'm quite, and then I've just got one Classic Colourworks in there for the fence. Then I have got Santa by the Pink Needle. This was very kindly given to me by Linda Joe or Linda from British Southern. And this is, it went for a bit of a jaunt around the country, around the world before it got to me. And this is done in the Shepherd's Bush conversion. They made it more muted. And Joe also included that little piece of paper for me, so I knew which threads to order. And this is where I am. So I have still got a bit to do, but I really enjoy this one. I think this was like 2 days work, I think. But again, I have a good day of maybe a Sunday or a Saturday where I can literally stitch all day and I get quite far, and then I don't pick it up again. I pick something else, and I don't really, I do get progress done, but that doesn't really help progress things on, I suppose, very quickly, because the next time I come around to do something, I do pick things as and when I fancy, but hopefully I could just be a little bit more focus this year. Not that I do want to do a rotation, because that does not work for me. It makes me more you know, it doesn't make me happy that, you know, I've got to stitch this for blur days. Anyway, again, I'm just waffling. Then this one I picked, this is one, I love it, but I also am not really into it anymore, but I do look, when I think about it, I'm like, but then when I get it out and I will look at the picture, I do really like it. This is Jane Eyre by the Snowflower Diaries. And this is where I am. I changed the, you can't really see that. This is one where I changed the, I didn't particularly like the font that had been used, so I just changed it to something a little bit softer, I feel. So yeah, this is on 32 count vintage country mocha, which I think the model is stitched on. But yeah, I'd like to just get that finished. Then this one, this is my only new start that I would like to do, and this is Summer House by Blackbird Designs. I absolutely adore this. I ordered all of the call for threads before Stitch from Stash kicked in. I'm sure you'll all be wondering how, well, no, will you all be wondering, will you, any of you give a crap? You know, I'm sure some of you might be wondering how I'm getting on with it, but these are all the call for threads. I love the colours, and I am going to do this on 32 count limestone by Zweigart, because I thought the picture looked quite, there's like a green cast to it, I felt, so I just thought this from my stash, and I thought I'll use that. I'd had that picked out for ages actually. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting that one. So that's 7. This is my 8th one, and this is how my layout will be, and this is Anniversaries of the Heart by Blackbird Designs. So I've got all the charts, all the threads, there's loads of them, and I have shown you this before, but I'm not taking it off and this is where I am. So I've got the first 3 done at the top, and then I'm working on the 5th one here, and this, I did say I wanted to get this done last year, but because I went horribly wrong on this one, it just really put me off, so I stopped working on it. But that's all sorted, and then I haven't picked it up again. I did say I would like to do one of these a month, but I failed for January. But hey ho, I have got something else. I did finish something else which I was really pleased with. But yeah, so this, I desperately want to get this finished this year. I said that last year, but I hopefully I'm sticking to it. So my last Stitch 9 was Spring Patches by Homespun Elegance, and I actually finished it. So, and I actually made it into a pillow yesterday. So before I'd got this one finished, this one was missing the sheep and the it's chain stitch here, so all the speciality stitches, so I finished those, added in the sheep. I'd stitched in these sheep, but I hadn't done the chain stitch flowers that are in the mouth, and so I'd done the grass. I'd ripped out the grass and then redone the grass, and then so I've finished all of that. I've sewn on the little buttons, and then I've finished this one completely with all of my colonial stitches, and I absolutely love how they have turned out. This I went wrong on somewhere. Why do we like to point out where we've gone wrong? But you know, and I just could not get it to match, and then it was only until the next day that I discovered where I'd gone wrong. But I'm not ripping it out. Well, I can't now that I've made it into a pillow. I wasn't going to rip it out. So yeah, all the little buttons. This one here, which is a little beehive. So I absolutely love how this has turned out, and I really enjoyed stitching on this. I think because the fabric was so big, you know, I just loved it. The only one I didn't like doing was this one, because you had to do this 1/1 with like 3 strands, and my grass that I'd done originally was really just, there was almost no bend to the fabric after a bit because it was just so big and bulky. So I ripped that all out, and I ended up doing, I think, 4 strands over 2 just for the grass to get it done. And then because it looked quite blocky, I then went in and just filled in the softer edges just to give it more of a curve like the pattern, and then the rest I did 1/1, not 1/1, I think it was 3/1. But I was just glad to get that done. Oh, there's also colonial knots in the tails. There's satin stitch or straight stitch or whatever you call it for the top of the bird house there. I just love how this has turned out. And then I'd got some daffodil fabric that I ordered from so and so. It was reduced, so I bought that last year. I bought a selection of sort of springy type fabrics, but yeah, so I'm really pleased. So that's my first finish of my stitch 9, and I felt just so, it was like the best thing I've ever done. Not the best thing I've ever done, but it just felt really good to, I think, tick off the challenge that Michelle has set. I just think it was, somebody else had made the decision for me, and I loved it. So yeah, and I'm pleased that I haven't changed the ones I have chosen. Purchases now. Before I go there, I'd also started, and I hated every minute of it, I decided I was going to stitch a quilt block for Love Quilts, which is a charity that make quilts for sick children, and they give themes that they would like, and then however, I think it's 9 or 12 stitches, then they each do a block. I'll insert a quick picture here of what I finished. It was Thor breaking through a wall, but it earned me I think £10 or £8 in, I think it was $10, £8 in for Stitch from Stash. So my pillow earned me $44, which ended up being about £33. And then I had another finish, which was my secret stitch, and that earned me maybe £6, I can't remember. So yeah, I'd got a healthy budget, and I've chosen £25 a month. So anyway, but because I'd broken up from work, I'd forgotten about 2 purchases that I'd made before. I'm not just saying that, I could even insert the proof to say when I did buy these, but I won't, just to be. Anyway, this is a Night Garden by Posy. Is it Posy? Yeah, Posy. I thought this was just really sweet. And I've got some 32 count Maelstrom by Sparklies that I'm going to do this on. So that was in December, and then this, I didn't actually get this till the new year, because everything that I buy on eBay goes to my work address, and I bought Blackbird's Winter Delivery, and yep, love this. It's in really good condition. But I'd also ordered all of the fabric and the threads before Stitch from Stash kicked in. So this is 30 count Aztec Red by Weeks Dye Works, and these are all the called for threads. So love those. And now my Stitch from Stash. I bought some beads and some sparkly thread for my Mermaid of the Pearls, because I bought it as a kit, so I'd obviously use some in the one that I'd already part done on Ada. So I just bought, so I think I spent £15 on that. And then I bought these from eBay, which is, this is Black Snowman by Shepherd's Bush, because you know, my new, what is it new? I love Shepherd's Bush, and it comes with, I think this is Charcoal by Weeks Dye Works, and then it comes with all the threads, the silk threads. I love sorting these out. So yeah, that was £13, which I thought was a really good price. And then my last purchase, this is the Gratitude Sampler by Shepherd's Bush again, and I don't know whether you can really see, this is a kit as well, and this cost me £18. And it comes with the fabric and all of the threads. So yes, I did go over, but I'd also finished enough things to, I'm actually in a deficit of maybe, I think £17, I can't remember, but I'm keeping my little, submitted my pictures for the check-in, so I'm really pleased with myself. But it's only month one, well, and I did overspend, but you know, well, I think I've done quite well, given the past year. But anyway, and that is everything I think I've got to tell you about. I thought this video would be much shorter, but I do feel as if I've rushed. But anyway, if I could get this up in one go, that would be absolutely amazing. But knowing me, there will be some editing to just to get rid of all of the things I can't remember to say, or all the ums and ahs. But hey ho. An update around about 5 weeks after my last one, so again, yay me. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Hopefully it'll be at the end of February. Yeah, I hope everybody has a good stitching month, or however many weeks it will be till my next one. So I will see you all next time. Bye.